Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel and another paper crafting video tutorial. Today we're going to talk about swatching. Organization always goes hand in hand with our crafting because that is how I feel like we are probably the most successful, is when we know what we have. Now, I have put off swatching my Spellbinders cardstock for over a year, and I thought this was the perfect time to go ahead, grab the Swatch dies, rings, stamp set, and all of my Spellbinders cardstock and get to swatching. Now, I use the Color Swatch Petal Etched dies from Spellbinders to die cut my components. So I have all of my base layer die cut from classic white Spellbinders cardstock. I have the whole reinforcer top portion of this die cut from Raven, and I have all 48 cardstock colors die cut from the layering piece to add to my swatches. I am stamping the names of all of the cardstock colors along that curved edge. I love that Spellbinders has this set so you can truly customize. Now, I'm using an acrylic block because I felt like that was going to be quicker and easier. Full disclosure, I did die cut a couple of extra bases for my cardstock from this classic white because I had a feeling I might mess up, and I think I only messed up the alabaster one. And other than that, I only burned one of these pieces, which was excellent. I have my black ink handy, I have my little ink pad and the names, plus a little microfiber cleaning cloth so that I can easily switch these out one right after another. Even though this might look like a big undertaking, it actually didn't take near as long as you might think it would. I think it, from start to finish, including die cutting, which was significant, maybe just a couple of hours, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, really, really quick. Having everything prepped and ready to go definitely helped. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to continue stamping all of these pieces. Now you might ask, why didn't you go ahead and put the color cardstock on first? Well, because I thought I might mess up my stamping, I didn't want to have to die cut additional things. So die cutting on the white cardstock definitely was the easiest way for me to achieve this. Other things you might find handy if you want to do a swatch ring like this are some additional products from Spellbinders. I am using the 1.5 book rings that Spellbinders carries for my swatches. I actually divided my swatches into 2 different rings. Just because there are a lot of colors for a 1.5 inch ring. You could divide them by color families if you wanted to. There's lots of different ways to do that. There are additional dies available. I do have those. I have not used those in today's video as they're more for doing like color combinations, and if you want to see some additional projects like that, or maybe include that in videos where I'm using certain color combinations, and you would like to see like swatch rings, I think that might be something fun to start including here and there, just because I do think it's easy. And then it's also a great reference because you could put your color combinations on a swatch ring. And if you are ever at a point where you're like, oh my gosh, what do I want to, what color combo do I want? You can refer back to some color combinations you've used in the past. That set is called Color Swatch Petal Stack, and I have provided a link for that down below. There's also the Color Swatch Wheel, which is going to give you more of a color wheel type of die effect using these products as well. So just a couple of additional options for your swatching needs. I really love that Spellbinders has all of this. Now, I'm doing this video or sharing this video during their sale at Spellbinders going on right now as of the day that you're seeing this, and I will put the days down below. There is a holiday gift guide and a sale going on for my viewers. I have a 10% off coupon code with Nichol 10. If you use Nichol 10 at checkout, you will receive 10% off of your Spellbinders order. This sale goes through November 16th, 2025. So that is quickly approaching, believe it or not. Definitely use that coupon code if there are some things from Spellbinders that you would like to grab and add to your crafty stash. This is a great project to create if you have a craft night with friends, or just like I did, I picked one afternoon and just spent a couple of hours working on this, and I'm so glad I did, and I can't believe I put it off for so long. Now, once we have all of the names stamped, we're going to start assembling our swatch rings. Okay, now that we have got all of our components, it is time to assemble our swatches. Using a little liquid glue and matching up with my cardstock just to make sure that I get everything correct, I am going to attach the reinforcer, attach the color, and we're going to set these aside to dry. And I have sped this up since it is simply gluing everything down in place. It is, again, a little repetitive, but once done, you guys are going to love having swatches. The other thing I have found since I made these swatches here several weeks ago is that I have referred to these over and over. Where before I was pulling out my entire 8.5 by 11 folder with cardstock and kind of saying, is this the color I want to use for a project? Does this color of poppy cardstock look better than pomegranate, etc.? Now I can use my swatch rings right up next to my card, right next to my project, and it has helped not only not pull out bunches of cardstock that I don't need, but really be able to like flip through my rings, check the colors, see what colors I'm really enjoying, and I cannot say enough that I am very disappointed in myself for not doing this a year ago. But you know what? It's never too late to create these. I think having a swatch ring is invaluable. In fact, I love this project so much that even though I will not have like the same kind of stamps, obviously, for other brands, I am going to be creating swatch rings for my other brands of cardstock that I use and love all of the time so that they are all uniform, and I will either handwrite or use some sort of a label maker, etc., to put those color names along the bottom edge. Probably even just handwrite them. It's not a big deal. It's more of getting the color down and being able to reference the colors of cardstock I have in my stash. You could use these with any kind of cardstock that you have in your stash, and I don't think you can go wrong ever. So absolutely love this. You can see that I'm starting to stack and place them in order. I have a few outliers, maybe even I did find a couple of colors I didn't even have in my stash, so I went ahead and got packs of those ordered because I have full set syndrome and need all of it. I have included links to all of the individual 8.5 by 11 cardstock packs down below, as well as the full color pack, all of the dies that I've used to create this project, and the book rings and stamp set. Absolutely amazing, great products from Spellbinders. And again, it's one of those things that might be a great little stocking stuffer for a friend, or maybe you want to pick up this set, share it in your friend group. You guys get together, make all kinds of craft swatches. I have just found that this is a project that I am so glad that I went ahead and did. Let's take a look at the finished project on these book rings. I have put them in rainbow order, of course. They all have to be Roy G. Biv. I like to have them definitely by color because that is how I craft. And like I said, I did divide them among 2 book rings. Now, if in the future Spellbinders comes out with more colors of cardstock, I will likely re-examine how many rings I use. I may break them up into 3. It really just depends, kind of on color and all of that. So love, love, love these. Let's take a look at fanning these out and how great they look. I did pick the white ring, even though you get several different colors of metal rings in here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for this color swatch organizational video project featuring Spellbinders, cardstock, and swatches. The supplies I used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly love sharing creativity with this amazing community of crafters. A special thank you goes out to my wonderful Patreon members. I appreciate you all so much. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you'll find the link in the video description below. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do and enjoy exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, and extra perks. There's something for everyone, and we'd love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.